Virgo family, hey, what is going on? Welcome to the channel. I am Deborah. This is Purusha Intuitive, and we are looking at your weekly energy. So, hello. I hope things are going well for you. I hope you had a great holiday weekend. If you celebrated, oh, kisses. Kisses are nice to receive, aren't they? Yeah, so we are just coming off of a full moon last week in Libra, dealing with our partnerships. Yay. So it might be a little bit tense. You might have been experiencing just some tension, some discord. These are sticking together today, yeah. A little bit of a revelation coming through, whether it was a conversation that you had or, you know, just even kind of a way of seeing, perceiving something. It feels a little bit surprising. It feels a little bit jarring. It's making you feel a lot of pressure, like you're on this time clock, right? But I think there's also release in that, you know? I mean, like sometimes when we realize the magnitude of something or something we went through or getting information around a situation, it might be challenging, but it does really help us release and let go a lot easier, you know? And that's what this lightning feels like. It feels like it's actually bringing about some clarity versus like, ooh, you're screwed. I don't get that vibe. And the dragonfly is such a nice healing energy. It helps us to adapt to the changes. Maybe you're receiving a message from someone. 222 was on the clock when I pulled that card up, which is awesome because the number 2s are about partnership, relationship, harmony. So you're getting a message from someone. I think this is, I mean, obviously not something you expect. It changes the dynamics a little bit more. It brings a level of healing and open-heartedness. But I also feel like there is, especially if this is like a past person that you had not great dealings with, you know, like if there was kind of some tension or just not great energy between you two, I do hear this element of needing to be conscious, needing to be mindful of like what this person's intentions are. Because remember, people can come and apologize, say all the right things, but it does need to be that action potential behind it, you know? And if you are dealing with a Page of Cups energy, it's like baby energy, right? It's someone who like hasn't really been around the block before. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we have our answer right there, the devil. So the devil is Capricorn, but it's, you know, it's a lot about the things that are toxic, manipulative, bad habits, patterns in our life. You know, there could be a lot of anger issues, fighting, drinking, you know, and then like when things become clear or more sober, then it's like, oh, I'm feeling so left out, you know. So that's where I would say for some of you, just like really watch that dynamic. If this is a habit pattern of someone, sorry guys, I hope this isn't too annoying. You know, if they're in and out, if they kind of lose their temper and then come back and apologize a lot, etc. Take note of that because there is this energy of like feelings of manipulation. And maybe it drives this person to do something a little bit more desperate, like reach out. What I like for your energy, Virgo, is you're showing up like, hey, I'm moving forward. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in this place where I'm doing X, Y, and Z. And I am very protective of that energy. And if you've been dealing with someone who's pretty brutal, I mean, Five of Swords really is that, someone in the traditional deck, it's someone who needs to win at all costs, right? But I also see it as someone who just puts up like heavy barriers, like, no, you cannot, it's never going to be this. I'm not talking to you, ghosting you, you know what I mean? Ignoring you, that type of behavior in order to be manipulative. And that's why you chose to move forward. You're like, okay, well, if that's what it is, then that's what it is. There might be love, there might be connection, but there still is this element of needing to have balance. And this person seems to do the same thing over and over and over again with this Ten of Swords energy. You could have felt really betrayed by them, like maybe that is their MO, especially with this Devil energy. Devil energy, Page of Cups, it's like someone who loves being emotionally manipulative. They play games because they don't really know how to be mature in a relationship, Maybe they've never had as big of feelings, for, like they don't know how to deal with their feelings. Sorry, I'm overcomplicating it. My bad. And maybe they like things to be in a very specific way, They want things to look like ABC. They want it to have this very structured, and they're not really willing, bending, flexible to do that with you. It has to be their way. Yeah. It's a very stubborn individual. Someone that, refuses to change. And you know that. And it's like, I think maybe if the situation were different, if you have a past, if you have a history, this is someone you have been romantically involved with, have family with, kids with, etc. There's this element of it would be different if that wasn't the case. It's almost keeping you connected to this person. But you know what it is, because the central theme of this person's energy is a big fat no. It's like no. And it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't matter how much you guys love each other or the connection that's there. And they probably won't ever see it in a different way, because that, for them, is what's refusing to change. So, that being said, if you're receiving a message from this person, that's where that kind of having a scrutinizing eye about what's being communicated is important. Because I feel like they're going to come back with these certain tactics, these certain games, right? That emotional manipulation. There is a little bit of hesitancy, and this has shown up in some previous readings, our weekend readings, as well as some of the other zodiacs. It's like there's hesitancy to make a move, because then the truth, it's all going to come to light. And that's where this kind of trying to grasp at straws, making this call, loving you up, saying all the right things, You know, because their energy is not that friendly, right? There's something behind it. And again, it's probably their own insecurity. It's their own not wanting to let go, to move forward. But you've already done the work for that, Virgo. You've already done the work. And it's like, you know, I feel like it's like you're moving towards what you want. Yeah, there's that confirmation with the Chariot. It's like you're holding this vision in your hand as the Knight of Pentacles. And he's a slow-moving dude, but what I like about him is he, you know, is going to get to his destination. He knows his vision. He's planting his seeds. He's doing the work. And with that Chariot, that talks about you stepping into that space of empowerment, but it's through your balance. It's through your ability to sniff out these situations where someone's trying to emotionally manipulate or take advantage of you, you know? I feel like you're growing in more awareness around it, but I do, you know, this the Five of Swords in this deck is like the most intense, I feel like. This guy, I don't know if you can see it, but he just looks like evil. And that's what it feels like a little bit. Like, you know, sometimes people just do shitty things, you know, because it feels good on a very ego level, right? And that's where I see it as you've had to make certain decisions about how you're going to move forward. And this really shows that you are sticking to your guns, you know? You're not going to be bullied, bamboozled, you know, into doing it someone else's way. I think this conversation actually really helps reinforce and show you how far you've come. You might be uncertain about that, right? Because when we're dealing with this beautiful energy of potential, right? This is like a gorgeous energy. 10 of Pentacles, the Lovers. That's building something with someone in a very like harmonious way, but it's being blocked. It's being blocked because of, again, this emotional limitation of this individual. And you probably know that. You've probably known it for a long time. Maybe you don't understand the gravity of it, is what I'm hearing. Giving them too much benefit of the doubt. So be mindful. Yeah, be mindful. Protect what you're building. I love this card because this really is the energy of that abundance. 15 breaks down to 6 in numerology, which is all about our stability and our balance and the way we're showing up for ourselves in our life. Are we making the peaceful decisions, moving forward, finding love for ourselves, our inner child, you know, however you want to see it, to build that? You're building something quite big, and I feel like this is putting you in a position where, you know, you are going to be very powerful. I mean, there is this element of like, the energy of the Emperor is really tapping into physical abundance, right? It's like when we put in the work, the time, and we manifest whatever our dream is. It's more money, the job, a family, you know, a bigger house, whatever it is for you, you know, being like top in your class, you know, that kind of vibe. It shows you moving on that path. And oftentimes in order to get there, we do have to protect what we're building, what we're growing, taking the reins, not being afraid to do the dirty work at times, especially when people are treating us poorly or it's not the vibe that we want around us. because there is that element of the law of attraction, like what we surround ourselves with, that's what we're inviting into our life. So that's why it's so important to surround ourselves with people, places, and things that actually embody what we're trying to bring into our life. So Virgo, I hope this helped. This is just the reading, the message for this week, obviously. So, you're doing it. I love this. Congratulations. Totally sending all the love and blessings to what you're navigating. If it resonated, definitely give a big thumbs up. Drop comments below. I love to build and grow the community. I'm here for any love, support that is needed. Thank you for tuning in. Lots of love.